Hi guys, welcome to the Wrestling Retrospective, and in this video I'll be doing my predictions for WWE Fastlane. So first up we have Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits taking on the LWO. We don't know which members of the LWO are in the match. I assume it'll be Mysterio, Escobar and either Cruz or Joaquin. But part of me feels like they might bring up Carmelo Hayes for this and maybe make it 4-on-4, and then you're kind of avoiding that kind of person left out. I feel like it'd be a really good decision, and Carmelo Hayes would fit really well into the dynamic of Lashley and the Street Profits. But in case they don't do that, I feel like they might go for Joaquin Wilde if I had to make a prediction. But I feel like Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits are going to get the win here. And I'm kind of hoping that Bobby Lashley pins Rey Mysterio for the win, so then it puts him in a position for a United States Championship match, in which he can then take the title from Mysterio, because I hate Rey Mysterio as United States Champion. And also I think it could be a better idea. It'll legitimize the US title more if Bobby Lashley had it, especially with the Profits gunning for the tag team titles as well. That was easy for me to say. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be a really action-packed match, but a lot of these on this card are, in my opinion. But I said Bobby Lashley and the Profits definitely deserve to win this match more if they want to make them a more legit team, stuff like that. So my prediction for this one is Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. We have John Cena teaming up with LA Knight to take on Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. For me, I think John Cena and LA Knight are going to get the win. I doubt they're going to bring Cena back just to have him lose on pay-per-view. And I feel like Jimmy Uso is going to get the pin, just so it like kind of when Roman comes back, there's that issue of Jimmy getting the loss for the Bloodline, and also the fact that Jimmy's been acting like a bit of a dick, even referencing Roman Reigns with taking the mic from Paul Heyman and stuff like that. I've got a feeling that's going to be an issue for Roman, and he's not going to like it. Therefore, him taking the pin here would make more sense than not. Also, it kind of saves Solo because he's not taking the pin either. There's been talks that Cena will be facing Solo Sikoa one-on-one at the Rumble, which I feel will be a really, really good match one-on-one. And hopefully they do kind of harken back to Umaga and Cena at the Royal Rumble in 2007. And yeah, as for LA Knight, I'm hoping this gets him the rub he needs to kind of get the push we've been waiting for. Of course, the issue is we've been waiting for so long for this push to happen. But now he's signed a new contract and stuff like that. Hopefully, there's something they can start pushing him, maybe towards the US title, maybe towards a feud with Roman. But either way, very happy with kind of this feud, even though it's been not that interesting. If it's going to help push LA Knight, then I'm all for it. And plus, Johnson's one of my favourite wrestlers of all time, so I'm glad to see him back on pay-per-view. So, kind of a bit of a bias, but I have got LA Knight and John Cena together. We have the Judgment Day of Balor and Priest taking on Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes and defending the Tag Team Championships. This is an interesting match because part of me feels like they might lose the championships here, just because it's kind of typical for WWE to put the tag team titles on the most popular superstars right now, which is also Cody and Jey Uso. It also frees up Damian Priest for a possible cash-in on Seth Rollins if he were to only just beat Nakamura in the Last Man Standing match. But also, I mean, I don't know, it kind of feels like a lose-lose because Judgment Day losing the titles after such a short reign isn't great. But then Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes are so hot right now and so popular that having them lose would almost make them look weak. So again, I feel like they're really booking themselves into a corner. Can I see a DQ finish? Maybe, just to make everybody look alright, but I'm hoping that's not going to be the case, though it's probably not a terrible bet now I've said it. I am going to go for a Judgment Day retain, just because I'm very biased towards the Judgment Day, and I feel like their title reign should go on for a little bit longer, maybe even towards WrestleMania. But obviously Priest does have the Money in the Bank, but that can be saved for after WrestleMania in my opinion. And just to have someone hold the Money in the Bank for quite a long time, it's actually not a terrible idea, as it's been such a long time since that's happened. But as I said, I think it's going to be one of the better matches on the card. I am slightly biased. I don't really see the hype with Jey Uso. I'm not that big of a fan of his. Even though Cody does need the momentum if he's going to go towards Roman again, I feel like he is the one that's going to get traded to SmackDown. So I think You know, yeah, I'm gonna go with Judgment Day to retain here. Though you could easily convince me that Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes are gonna get the win. But yes, Judgment Day for the win. We have Io Sky defending the Women's Championship against Asuka and Charlotte Flair. For me, this is the hardest match on the card to predict, just because like you've got the element of Charlotte Flair where they always put the title on her anyway, and you've got Asuka who could steal a win here, but you've also got the unpredictability of Bayley. I do feel like there's a Bayley turn coming very soon. Whether it'll be here, I'm not sure. I hope not. I am going to back Io Sky though and say that she's going to retain her championship. Though, you know, as I said, anything could happen in this match. You know, we know what it's like when Charlotte Flair's in title matches. I wish she wasn't anywhere near Io Sky's title, but unfortunately she is in this match, and it's I find it very annoying. I would genuinely be really pissed if Charlotte gets the win here. But I wouldn't mind if Asuka got the win, but it does feel like Io deserves this win and kind of needs to go on a more dominant run as the champion and she could be putting on really good matches on pay-per-view, and I feel like this might be match of the night, just because I know from past history that, you know, the women's division do put on really good triple threat matches. You know, one that springs to mind is Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Becky Lynch at Hell in a Cell a few years ago, as well as the WrestleMania, Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha, all really good matches. So as I said, I am expecting this to be quite the good match, but as long as Bayley stays face and helps out Io, I'm hoping Io gets to retain the title here, and then Charlotte can maybe just go away for a bit. You know, if she's not in the title picture, she'll just leave. So, but I mean, hopefully not. Hopefully she'll just go and have feuds with people who are like just without titles. But you know, Jade Cargill could be a really good starting feud for Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair could put her over, which would be even better, even though she doesn't like putting people over. But yeah, I said Asuka's not a write-off for this one either. I feel like Asuka could steal a win, but genuinely I'm hoping that Io Sky retains. Finally, what I assume will be the main event of the evening, we have Seth Rollins defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura in a last man standing match. For me, this is going to be, I don't think it's going to be match of the night, but it's going to be one of the better matches on the card. Obviously, Nakamura is going to be completely targeting Seth Rollins' back. For me, I feel like the finish is going to come where both men are going to do something to take each other out. They're both going to be down at 8. Rollins will just get up at 9, and then, you know, he'll win, but only just surviving Nakamura. And then that might suggest that it might give Priest the opportunity to cash in, but I don't think he'll do it, or it won't count or something like that. Rollins will just escape with the championship between Nakamura and Priest. But it has been a while since they've teased a cash in, so I feel like here is where they'll probably do it, if not during the match, even though it wouldn't make sense to cash in during a last man standing match. But yeah, so as I said, it's going to be one of the better matches on the card. I would have said it's going to be match of the night, but after their match at Payback, I'm very doubtful about that, because that match really wasn't very good in my opinion. So I'm just kind of hoping they kind of step it up a bit here, and due to the stipulation, they can kind of have a better match. But yes, I feel like I am going to enjoy it, and yeah, but I can't see Nakamura with the title. He also lifted the title on Raw, which is obviously a bad omen. But I honestly can't see Nakamura winning this match, and so yeah, I've got Seth Rollins to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. Those are my predictions for WWE Fastlane 2023. Do put in the comments down below who you think is going to win the match. If you think anything's going to happen, will Priest cash in Money in the Bank? I certainly don't know. I feel like they're going to tease it, but not probably do it for real. And yeah, any feedback as well for me would be very much appreciated. And yeah, I'll ask. I did miss the WrestleDream review. I've been having some issues with the Wi-Fi in my flat. I'm having to use my 4G just to put this video out. But hopefully next week I'll be back on. But I'm hoping to do another Fastlane video on Monday, obviously on Sunday, sorry, for the review. If I have enough data on my phone, which I'm hoping I do. But yeah, sorry about missing WrestleDream, and hopefully there'll be no issues after next week. But as I say, for now, I'll ask you to like and subscribe, follow the Instagram, everything like that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.